How's it going, guys? And welcome back to BL3's Forgotten. This is where I take a look at underused and not often talked about pieces of gear to determine whether or not they deserve to be remembered in the modern meta of the game or should be left behind and forgotten. And today we are taking a look at the Devastator. If you'd like to get the Devastator for yourself, you're going to want to fast travel over to the Amber Mire on Eden 6, specifically taking the Rogue's Hollow fast travel station. From there, jump out of the window of the Rogue's headquarters, making your way down and around to hit this save station, which is where we'll be resetting from. Follow along this little marshy boardwalk until you enter this mobbing section where the Unstoppable will spawn out of one of two doors. Kill him and you can get yourself the Devastator. The Devastator is a legendary Torgue pistol, unable to roll in any of the elements and able to come as ×1 or ×2 for 1 or 2 ammo cost per shot respectively. The Devastator fires in a 2-round burst, shooting out slow-moving projectiles that will explode on contact with a surface or an enemy. So overall, the Devastator was honestly a pretty damn good gun, and it held up across all the content in the game, even more so than I anticipated. It had pretty good single target damage, but the big AoE is really what made it shine, spreading that okay damage across a large group. The only downside is that you can definitely down yourself pretty easily here. That's at least the case for the ×1. Coming to the ×2, it made that slightly okay single target damage go to actually respectable single target damage while still having that massive AoE potential, making the gun as a whole significantly more interesting. Unfortunately, that of course came at the cost of it being a burst fire Torgue pistol with a decent fire rate consuming 2 ammo per shot. What this means is that your Vault Hunter's about to get a better wrist workout than they would from a 12-hour long goon sash, because this giant hunk of metal is going to need to be reloaded quite a bit. But I do think that despite all the reloading that it brings with it, ×2 is generally just way more worthwhile. You're gonna want some mag size bonuses. Now, while the AoE is fantastic, this gun suffers in areas like the intro of Molly1 Takedown where enemies don't really group up as much. If enemies are split, this gun both ×1 and ×2 does not have the uptime or single target damage to deal with split enemies hitting you from all sides due to that burst delay and slow moving projectiles. This is why in my Zane footage, I'm using barrier, because with my usual drone setup, I could not get usable footage. But bringing it into an area with high enemy concentrations, especially areas like Guardian Takedown where they all like to really group up trying to get at you, that AoE just spreads out that damage like this thing's a fucking rocket launcher. It ain't Nukem levels of area coverage, but I would honestly compare the area that it can cover to something like the Backburner. Which you take that area, combine it with decent damage and a pistol ammo pool of over 1,000, it's a pretty respectable little thing, which is exactly what your mama said about me last night. Zing, baby! Overall, though, the Devastator is a bit of a weird one. It's in this limbo where it's definitely viable and in some ways very good, but probably overall a little bit bad. I don't really know exactly where to put it, but what I can say for certain is that I do like it. It was fun to use, it felt pretty damn unique, and it's a hell of an improvement over its past version. That being said, if you want to use it, you're gonna by far get the best mileage with Moe's. But that's gonna about do it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, definitely consider leaving a like, comment, subscribe, all of that. Down in the description will be a link to my Twitch channel where you can follow to be notified of when I go live, and just below that is a link to my Discord server where you can come and join and hang out. But with that all being said, I hope to see you guys in the next one.